The Theosophical Society of Russia, the head of the Moscow School of Theosophy, Vladimir Yaryi, and I present his speech to you, The Mystery of Derzhavin's Ode. Friends, hello to everyone. I would like to begin, and it is quite traditional for us to start with The Pearl of the East by Madame Blavatsky. And it says that we're guided by the thought. Today, on November the 21st, is the day of the fiery dragon, and the thought for this day is the following. There is someone who brings gifts to the humanity, and therefore the humanity is in debt to that who brings the gifts. And this is what we're doing today. We want to be thankful to the very humanity that accepts and that receives. But this is the debt of the humanity. This is the debt that we have because of this knowledge. Today is the day of the blazing dragon. This is the Kala Chakra Shambhala calendar. It is taken from Madame Blavatsky's book. It is based on the mythology of the Isis Unveiled. This is the system that was prepared by Vladimir Bakhanov. He starts with the black dragon. Today, we have a day of the blazing dragon. And of course, we move from the astral plane to the plane of consciousness. And this blazing dragon says that the age of Aquarius starts. And how is it launched? How does it start? It is based on the principle of the blazing dog or the fiery dog. The fiery dog lasts for 1 month, and this day is then reflected in the whole day, in the whole year. The dog symbolizes the firmness of the spirit. This is the plane of the individuality, or rather, the plane of essence of Agnidana. That is the essence that has accumulated the entire energy of the light. This is Darya Prakriti. And Adyanidana is what will become the energy of Fahad. The age of Aquarius starts with a dog. It is the firmness. It is the confirmation of individuality in spirit. And that is how the age of Aquarius starts. And that is the wisdom of the spirit. Dragon is the symbol of wisdom, and the dog is the symbol of the firmness of the spirit. These are two opposite things, and they work together. But there is also fire. Day, month, and this fiery horse, it is also a symbol. Horse is the symbol of justice, and right in front of it is the fiery rat. The horse symbolizes justice, law, and the rat symbolizes the karmic law. This is the law of cause and consequence. This is an interesting combination. It is placed on the ray of space. This is the purple ray, and it is also on the ray of time. time and space exist in this tertiary unity, Fahad, space and time. It all sends a thought. Time and thought are synonyms in this case. We have consciousness. It includes three principles: Atma, Buddhi, and Manas. This is consciousness. And then this consciousness naturally should manifest thought. This thought is manifested in time. We know that there is consciousness, and it means that we have the past, the present, and the future, which means that we have the perception of the current thought in space, and we have a certain period of time. There is the cycle. The consciousness shows the cycles of perfection, the cycles of evolution. It is necessary to know the laws. It is necessary to know what karma is. Then, the wisdom of the spirit will rule, and the unity of the personality will lead us into a new era. It is a phenomenon that is extended in time, and every personality should enter this era individuality. It does not happen collectively. Today, I would like to tell you about one of the odes of Derzhavin. It is called God. Gavrilo Derzhavin was born in 1743. He died in 1816. He was an outstanding statesman in the history of Russia. He was a famous poet of the Enlightenment. In her book, My Teachers, Zinaida Lichtman, a student and employee of the Ruriks, wrote that Derzhavin was a previous incarnation of Nicholas Rurik. Those who have studied Agni Yoga know about this. Cosmogenesis consists of two parts: cosmos, which is the world, and genesis, which is the origin of something. It is the Secret Doctrine, Volume 1, Emanation of Worlds and Planes of Existence. Volume 2, Anthropogenesis. It also consists of two parts: Anthropo, which is human, and Genesis, origin of something. It tells about the settlement of worlds, planes of existence, by the forces of nature. Volume 3, Theogenesis, consists of two parts: Theo, which is God, and Genesis, origin of something. It is the genesis of the intelligent beings. Cosmogenesis unfolds the cosmos, the cosmic thought ideation. Anthropogenesis expands the nature of the root substance. Theogenesis unfolds the evolution of a man as a synthesis of the cosmos and nature. The three main stages of evolution are cosmogenesis, anthropogenesis, and theogenesis. The law states 3 fall into 4. And based on this law given to us by Madame Blavatsky in The Secret Doctrine, these 3 fallen into 4 is the final stage of the Secret Doctrine. And so Agni Yoga is manifested. Agni Yoga is the 4th aspect. 3 fall into 4. This is 3 volumes of the Secret Doctrine. The 3rd volume was given by Francia Deladieu, first 2 by Madame Blavatsky, and of course there was work done by the students of Deladieu. What is important is that Helena Rurik presents Agni Yoga as the 4th, as the final volume of the Secret Doctrine. That is the practical application of this secret knowledge. Helena Rurik received the baptizing by fire, and she burned her lower astral, skandhas, the personal attributes, and thus the gates to distant worlds opened. The greatness of the feat of the woman for the benefit of all mankind has been accomplished. And now humanity has the opportunity to become individually and then in the future collectively cosmic co-workers. In the 18th century, Derzhavin wrote a note called God. It reflected the evolution. And I suggest,
Ode to God. O you, infinite in space, alive in the movement of matter, over time the pre-eternal, without faces, in the three faces of deity. The Spirit is everywhere present, and one who does not have a place and a reason, who no one could fathom, who fills everything with himself, encloses, builds, and preserves, whom we call God. So, if to measure the deep ocean, count the sands, the rays of the planets, the mind might be high. You have no number and measure. Enlightened spirits, born of your light, cannot explore your destinies. Only the thought dares to ascend to you, and your greatness disappears, a past moment, as in eternity. This is the first, which cannot be spoken about, unmeasured. It doesn't have number or counted. That Derzhavin is talking of. It is pictured as a place. If we speak about planes, on the wheel of time, we can see this place. Here is the space, there is a triangle, the spirit's place. And the highest, and we can see the following, the white disk on the black background. It is the place of spirits without any forms. And then we can compare it to the unknown, the absolute, the plane of world of spirit beyond forms, the incomprehensible and eternal universal mind. So the white is the state before the universe was born, before the new cycle. And then, about this place to be formed within which the white spot is becoming the shining spot. The following is going on. Being of chaos primordial, from the depths of eternity you have called. An eternity before the age was born, you and yourself you founded, making yourself out of yourself, sparkling yourself out of yourself. You're the light from which the light came, having created everything in one void, outspreading in the creation of a new. You were, you are, you will be forever. Exactly there, three fall into four, following the awakening of the eternal consciousness. You call to the eternity, and so on, in the sigh, from the state of primary chaos located in the depths of eternity, there is a gathering of intelligent forces. In the focus of the idea of universal thought. So there is in-breath from between the depth, from the depth of the cosmos. This eternity was called. So there is a breath in, the concentration of these deities. You contain a chain of being in yourself. You keep it and make it alive. You match the end with the beginning, and you give the death to your belly. As sparks fall, strive, so suns are born from you. Like on a frosty, clear day in winter, marks of front sparkles, rotate, swell, shine, so are the stars in the abysses below you. And on the plane of prototypes, please show with the mouse. So here it is, the plane of prototypes, nirvana. They are concentrated in triangles. The triangle, which has no form, it's like three dots. Three dots that symbolize the spirit without any form. They will further become more and more bigger, and on the plane of prototypes, like the mother world, sun of the space of light is the symbol of circle with dot, the single element or basic atom. On this plane, dew becomes Fohat, the light of Daivi Prakriti. In the sky, there is the totality of all creative ideas, and on Earth, there is the totality of electrodynamic and creative forces. Fohat is also the world's driving life force. It is both a mover and something that is moved. On the plane of prototypes, he is a father and son in one. On the plane of reason and creativity, Fohat is represented by a hierarchy of flames of the seven rays of fire. The symbol is a seven-ray star in the world of Devas, whose generic name is a hierarchy of Dhyan convents. So right there, you can see the world of Devas. You can see it on the wheel. So the Leo stars is this plane of beingness. Millions of lighted luminaries. In their mercy flow, they make your laws life-giving rays pour, but the lamps are fiery, or the red crystals of the magnitudes, or the golden waves of the boiling host, or burning ethers, or together all the luminous worlds before you at the night, before the day. The hierarchy of the Yankogans emanates the male active power of Shakti, female derivative power in nature. On the physical and educational plane, so here this plane is on the wheel, like a drop emitted in the sea, so like a six-ray star, which symbols Brahma. Seeing the symbol of tetragrammaton, the hierarchy of Dhyani Buddhas, spirits, materia, create laws with Dhyani Buddhas, or the thoughts. But the potency of spirit and materia is connecting in its essence. It is in the beginning of the differentiation of Vahata, the differences became polarities. Vahat is breath out. Thus, the eternal breath and its duration of in-breath and out-breath, pralaya and manvantaras, that are cycles in time, past and present and future, for the non-eternal temporary state of consciousness of my. Then, like a drop emitted in the sea, like the whole firmament is before you. But what is the visible universe, and what am I before you? In the air of that ocean worlds, multiplying by a million, 100 times the other worlds. And then, when I dare to compare them with you, so here it is on the wheel. When I dare to compare them with you, they will only be a single point, and I'm nothing before you, nothing. But you shine in me by the majesty of your kindness, portraying yourself in me like the sun in a small drop of water. Nothing, but I feel light. I feel unsatisfied, always a guy in high places. My soul wants to be with you. Depth, things, reasons. I am, and you are, of course. You are nature's order broadcasts. My heart says to me, my mind assures me, you are, and I'm no longer nothing, a particle of the whole self of the universe. I'm put, I think, in respectable middle of nature, of the one where you finished your bodily creatures, where you began the spirits of heaven, and the chain of creatures bound altogether by me. I'm the link of the world that exists everywhere. I'm the extreme degree of substance. I'm the center of the living beings, the trait of the beginning of the deity. My body is rotting in the dust. I'm a king, I'm a slave, I'm a worm, I'm a god. But being such wonderful, where did I come from? Obscure. I could not be myself, my myself. Your creation I am, the creator. I'm a creature of your wisdom, the source of life, the giver of benefits, the soul of my soul and the king. Your truth needed to make the abyss of death pass away, my immortal being, this truth, that my spirit may be clothed immortality, and I may return from death, and through death, O Father, into your immortality. Well, immortality. So we can see that Derzhavin immerses us in the seventh and fourth manifested world, visible cosmos, or in the world of external sense organs for humanity to learn the essence of things through earthly experience, interacting with matter through suffering and reflection to refine and expand consciousness to accommodate eternity. You know, there is very interesting moment. What Derzhavin says here, he says about the cosmic human. On the one hand, Oyaho, the order, the seven ray star. It's on the plane of creativity and wisdom. Here, in this world, this hierarchy of ray and the cycle, there are seven rays, and they are cycle by cycle are manifesting themselves. You see, they are only rays, cosmic rays. It is trine, unique in its core, and the qualities are seen in the nature of the spiritual nature of human, the consciousness of human. It is the person itself, the true person, the true human, and the body belongs to him. And all of this leads to, in nature, the sixth ray star, in prana or in beingness, this small dangma or human, or yoho, The junior is the inner human being that has 5 organs or 6, and the 7th one is inside of him. This property of the whole parts of human, or the possibility to understand about this human, this doctrine speaks. It doesn't speak of the human with different bodies, but it speaks of the inner human who has a 6-ray star like pentagram. Human has 5 organs of feelings, and 6-ray star is the nature of his consciousness. He has the possibility within this nature of consciousness. Human is able, and then we can read the following: inexplicable, incomprehensible, I know that my soul's imaginations are powerless to draw even your shadow. But if the praise should be, it's impossible for weak mortals to honor you with nothing else. How can they only rise to you? In the immeasurable difference to be lost, and tears of gratitude shed. It's a unique moment when the sufferings are gone. The human is gone because he had overcome all the difficulties. He has opened with the light of the wisdom the way to freedom. And all the sufferings, all the illnesses, were only something that made his spirit stronger, his mind and his will. It was only making him stronger. And if we speak of psychology of age in this case, we can see that in his time, that's how Asifahat acts. And the knowledge of spirit is opposite to the greatness of spirit. It can only happen if there is a tense which is highest possible, and the human has fallen to the very depths. And then the new force is created, which helps human rise. And this greatness is nothing else than the believing in light. It helps us to come to the spirit's plane. Our world is spiritual, our mentality is spiritual. I've already spoken about the phases of today: the fire dragon, the fire dog, one phase on the ray, and here also on the ray, and it is a synthesis. Green light is a combination of 6. It's like a form of thought or a piece. And peace is formed by thought. And all of this is astral or human. That's what we are talking about. And in secret doctrine, we also speak about him, about our essence. And to achieve such, as the oath says, how can they only rise to you, be lost in the immeasurable difference, and shed grateful tears? Reverence, empathy, aspiration, solemnity, and self-denial for all common good. These qualities contribute the practical theosophy of awakening of consciousness. Thank you. Vladimir Vasilievich, thank you very much.